Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on the winter weather potential across the Arklatex. So far, mainly just rain across the vast majority of the area. Recording this right at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can see that most of the Arklatex in the mid to upper 30s right now. 37 in Shreveport, 35 in Texarkana. We are starting to see the colder air move in from the north and west. Also seeing the colder air moving in from the north and east, so we will probably see the best chances for wintry precipitation later on this evening over the eastern sections of the Arklatex, and of course up until the chance of rain ends over the western sections of the area. So show you what we have out there right now as far as pinpoint Doppler, and you can see the area of rain which is impacting parts of the Arklatex. We do have reports of some icing over the northwest edge of the area. One report of a quarter of an inch of accumulation in Ringgold, Oklahoma, which is over the southwestern corner, western corner, I should say, of McCurtain County. Also have heard about some ice accumulating over parts of southwest Arkansas during the morning. And this is probably going to be the area right here that we will see, again, a good tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch of accumulation of ice before it's all said and done here later on this evening. Give you a look at how this is going to play out. What we have is an upper level trough, of course the colder air sitting in place. As this upper level trough here to our west begins to nudge eastward, some colder air above us will begin to move in, and that's going to allow the atmosphere to better support the production of snow or sleet. In other words, frozen precipitation. So I think we will see a bit of a window over parts of the Arklatex where we could see a little bit of a winter mix before it all wraps up later on this evening. Here's a look at the HR model. I think has a pretty good handle on things moving through the evening and nighttime hours tonight. And again, here we are at 2 o'clock. Notice the temperatures here, and you'll notice the cool down, which will take place from west to east and from east to west as the cold meets in the middle. And notice that as we progress our way into the afternoon, we stay rain into the 4 o'clock hour. Marshall, Shreveport, probably Minden as well, even Texarkana should be right around 33, 34. Late this afternoon, you will have a window in Texarkana where you will see a winter mix, I think. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain, sleet, and perhaps a few flakes of snow. Heading into the 6 o'clock hour, this is the beginning of that window where we will have a chance of some winter precipitation along the I-20 corridor. Probably a little bit colder than 36 in Marshall by that point, but you can see the temperatures here across the eastern half of the area getting close to freezing, and then heading into the 8 o'clock hour, most of the precipitation will be focused over the southeast half of the area. So we'll see that window this evening between, say, 5, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, where we will have a chance for a mixed bag of winter precipitation. Now, for the rest of the night, we will stay cloudy. Notice temperatures will likely dip below freezing, right around 29, 30 degrees for the nighttime low tonight in Shreveport, as it may be late this evening before we drop below freezing in the Shreveport area, the way it looks right now. And then tomorrow we will see lots of clouds, and probably we'll see the return of some sunshine late in the day over the northern sections of the area. Here's Futurecast showing the precipitation moving out this evening, keeping us cloudy tonight. And then tomorrow we start with clouds, we end with perhaps some late day sunshine. Those clouds continue to move out tomorrow night. And then we will begin a long streak of sunny weather across the Arklatex, and we'll also begin a warming trend after a couple of chilly days across the area. As far as accumulations, show you the advisories and warnings that we have in place. We still have the winter storm warning here for the areas in pink. Main concern, I really think, is going to be this part of the region. Perhaps even in Claiborne Parish could see some icing accumulation eventually. Here, a tenth to a quarter of an inch of freezing rain accumulation possible. This expires at 6. The winter weather and Weather Service indicating they will probably expand the winter weather advisory to these areas, and it will be extended until 9 o'clock this evening. So that's what we're looking at. And again, any accumulation here along the I-20 corridor should be relatively light and shouldn't cause too many widespread issues. The main concern is going to be the bridges and overpasses if we have any issues with travel across the heart of the Arklatex, mainly Shreveport, Bossier City, and even Texarkana. But since the bridges on the Texas side have been treated, that will help things dramatically in that part of the Arklatex. Now, longer range, what's going going to be happening is, as I mentioned, we settle into an extended period of dry weather here, as we'll see the occasional upper level trough move through, but this is just going to reinforce. There's not going to be much moisture in place, so this reinforcing of this northwesterly flow is going to keep the drier air in place with nothing really significant as far as rainfall anticipated from now through perhaps next weekend. Some models hinting that we could see a chance for some rain by next Sunday. So here's your forecast for tonight. We will see the winter mix come to an end this evening. Otherwise cloudy and cold. Temperatures will dip into the mid to upper 20s across the area, right around 28, 29 in Shreveport, 25 in Texarkana, 29, or I should say 20 degrees for the low temperature in the Queen. Temperatures tomorrow with a mostly cloudy sky will struggle to make it into the upper 30s to lower 40s. I think right around 39, 40 in Shreveport, right around 36, 37 degrees for the daytime high in Texarkana. And these highs more than 20 degrees below normal for this time of year. So a cloudy, cold conclusion to the work week for your Friday. But good news. Take a look at the 10-day forecast. Good news if you like sunshine. We're going to be seeing plenty of that. Sunshine back to the 50s by Sunday, back to the 60s by Wednesday. We could flirt with 70s by the end of next week. And again, just a small chance, perhaps late next Sunday, of a chance of rain. But for the most part, the next 10 days looking relatively dry. So again, we continue to watch the potential for some wintry weather across much of the Arklatex into the middle part of the evening. But as we get past 9, 10 o'clock, that precipitation should end, and we then will turn our attention to the cold, which will stick around for a few days.